So what does it mean to be spiritual? Which is a question I've been asked a number of times, and the same question I've asked myself a number of times as well. And here's the conclusion that I've come to. Now, it's going to be very different and personal for each person, so this is just my viewpoint and my opinion. And I'm going to start by telling you what being spiritual is not, in my opinion. It's not about being all love and light all the time, because we are human. We live on a hard planet, and some things and some people are going to piss us off, and we're going to get angry about things and frustrated. That doesn't make us any less of a spiritual person, it makes us human. The second thing I'll say, being spiritual is not about being pious and holier than thou. That's more, in my opinion, related to religion. Unfortunately, what I found is that people hide behind their spirituality to act as if they are all holier than thou, but actually just scratch underneath the surface, they're not the nicest of people. So that's my second point. It's not about living like a saint either. It's not about never swearing or using a curse word. It's not about never drinking alcohol or smoking a cigarette or whatever else. That's not what being spiritual is about whatsoever, because believe me, I like a good swear. Next thing I'll say, it's not about being material. Now, the opposite of being spiritual is material. And what I mean is, you get a lot of these celebrities out there who say, oh, I'm so spiritual. But by the way, look at this nice car that I've just bought and this mansion I've just bought. Look at my designer clothes. Look what I'm dressed in. That's not being spiritual, sweetheart. That's being materialistic. And that's the opposite of what we're talking about here. The last thing I'll say, it's not about being religious. For me, religion and spirituality are two separate things. Now, believe me, I understand that because I was raised Irish Catholic. So that is religion. I went to Catholic school, had to go to church, had to believe in God and all that jazz. That is not what spirituality or being spiritual is about. That's religion, in my opinion. But overall, being spiritual, in my opinion, is a way of life. It's how you live your life and what faith that you have to help you live that life in the best way possible. And in this case, it's the faith that when we pass, when we physically die, we are going to go to the spirit world. We are going to meet our loved ones when we cross the spirit. So it's to having the understanding that when we pass, there is something else after this. It doesn't just finish here, because wouldn't that be a terrible idea that you've lived your life paying your taxes to pay your bills and die and that's it? No, there has to be something more than that, and that's what we believe. But it's also living a life knowing that our loved ones walk alongside us every day. Yes, we can't necessarily see them, but it's having that faith and that belief that that is the case. And that really is about being spiritual to me, as in basic terms. But it is also about doing good by others, but doing good by you as well. And sometimes, in order to protect your energy, protect what you let into your energy, it's sometimes telling people to off, basically. And people might not think that's such a spiritual thing to do, but it is, because you are protecting your energy, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your environment by only letting in what is going to be the best for you, what's going to add value and positivity to your life. Because anything that's negative doesn't serve you at all. It's the positive things that are going to serve you. So for me, in a nutshell, that's what part of what being spiritual is all about. It's the way you live your life. It's how you think. It's having that faith that there is something else after this physical life. Oh, and one more thing. It's about being a good person and try not to be an arsehole.